Hello and welcome to another instalment from the Barren Flights. Now, recently the question came up, can you bind an NX8, a Spektrum NX8 to a Spektrum DX6i? Now, I know that the DX range, like the DX6, which Henry's got, and the NX series will bind to a DX6i to make the DX6i a slave and the NX8 a master. And this is how you do it. So the first thing I did was I picked a model number 1, reset the whole thing. Then I renamed it as student. So there you are, model number 1, student. So this is the slave, okay? Now I need to turn that off, right? Now, we go to the NX8. And there's Henry's ME163, okay, and there's me, the Barren Flight, so that's my radio, okay. Now, you go into system settings by using this scroll here. Scroll down until you find system setup. Click on there, confirm system menu access, yes. Go down and find trainer. There you go, there's trainer, click on trainer. You'll see a list there. Now, we're not using a cable, we're doing this wirelessly. So we need to get on that list and go to wireless trainer. You'll see it says inhibit. Scroll until you hit the inhibit, click on it. You'll see standard instructor and then you see pilot link instructor. You want pilot link instructor. Click on that. Now you need to bind it. So what you do, you scroll back a click and it goes to bind. There you are. Now we're going to bind this in just a minute. Now how are we going to do this? So let's put that there for a moment because I've got a lot of space, you see. Now to bind, you do it how you would normally do it, binding a DX6i with any model, and that is you've got the trainer button there. You see that trainer button? And you pull it towards you and turn on the radio. The radio will then go into bind mode, but you have to keep your finger on it, okay? Now, really, I suppose what I should really be doing is putting an elastic band on it so I can just put this down, but I'm going to try and do this freehand, and let's see if we can do it. So, there we go. Now, I'm going to press bind on here, okay, and then turn on the radio. So I'm going to get that ready, flick that forward to turn that on, okay, and then I'm going to press bind. Binding, there you go. Okay, it's done it. So now we're going to check it out. So what we're going to do, let's do that, put it around there. Okay. Now, plug the battery in. Said, there you go. Further okay. Now I've got the lock on for the motor, so that motor isn't going to spin. Okay, so let's put that there like that. Now, as you can see, there's your up, there's your down, your left and your right. So now, if I press the bind button on the top here, that should transfer control over to the slave. And lo and behold, up, down, left and right. Okay, so as soon as I take my finger off the bind button on the NX8, nothing, it won't do anything. But the master will. Now, this will obviously, if you've got your rate set up and your expo set up on your NX8, it will obviously, all those shared settings will then go to the slave and there'll be no issues, no problems. So all you got to do is press the bind button on top of the NX8 and that transfers control over to the slave. Take your finger off and there's nothing, but the master takes over. Now I'll just show you that again. Press the bind button, master does nothing, but the slave does. Okay, and that was pretty easy. So there you go. If there's if you've got two Spektrums and you know you've got a modern Spectrum like an NX8 or a DX6, and you've got the older DX6i, as long as it's a Spektrum, actually I don't think it really matters. As long as it's a Spektrum, you can wirelessly get a master and a slave for training. So with that, I am going to say thank you very much, and please like and subscribe. Make an old man very happy, and just subscribe, just press the button. Okay, and you will get your name in credits. In fact, we've had some new people this week, so I'm going to put them up, and till the next time.